Hello, Mike's here. This is another episode, an exciting episode I've done for so long. And Tell 'em All is finally back. So, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Tell 'em All, and this is the very first episode of the whole year of 2017. So, it has been a long time since I have to tell the last Tell 'em All that I have, it was Kubo and the Two Strings. So, I really like that. I really like that movie. So, I have just come across and I managed to watch another movie as well, and it's called Assassin's Creed. You already know watching Assassin's Creed. Well, we'll tell you all about that on this episode of Tell 'em All. Okay, so for this episode, Tell 'em All is the one that I watched called Assassin's Creed. All the gamers are imagining that if they wish they turn into this video game into a movie, what would it be? And if they answered Assassin's Creed, well, good job. It's already out now, and it's been last year, I believe. It's probably December 2016. I remember the name of Kyle Lynch, and he's the person right here. He went to jail, but he finally went to the executive order and tried to be killed by in jail for murdering the crime or something like that. And they put up with the ambush or something like that. How about the location of Abstergo? Abstergo is where they're located, where it stays there, and they finally see the assassin. Where they have the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and there is a name back in the year 1492 in Spain. He finally joined. This is named Aguilar de Nerja. He is now joined to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. The thing is to protect Prince Ahmed Granada. So I finally understand that. So he's gonna have to go. So he's gonna have to take to the Animus, which allows to bring back all the memories they have by Angelus's perspective. Take back and see the perspective, and then they're gonna have to learn about the Apple of Eden. You know, it's gonna be free held or no free willed. No, eradicated the free will. They eradicated free will. They will eradicate the assassins. That's what he said. And then of the Anonymous, and he have and Calm feel like been a hallucination, and there is called the bleeding effect. It's where it's where some persons, like, imagine a person, it's kind of a ghost or something. It's kind of a ghost, like, I will say. Calum has to take one last chance to go to Anonymous again and find the Apple of Eden and finally retrieve it. But there's someone having taken the way, and then he finally gave one last jump, and then all the members of the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood were kicking out all the staff members of Abstergo, and then he retreated back all of the old weapons they had used, and then you see there are lots of things about, I need the name, Alan Rickon. Yeah, they have Dr. Alan Rickon, and he has to retrieve that little apple, but somehow got assassinated by Aguilar, or call out assassinated by Callum, and he retrieved that apple. Well, that's the review right here, and then my favorites. So I just want to point out to you that my favorite thing here is that I really like how I had to use the little weapon there. The kind of a knife that they use. They finally have the weapon. They have the weapon where put it around his arm, and then you see the kind of a blade, the assassin blade, and that could kill one person with one swipe. like this. I really love that. That's one of the things they have. That's one of the things they have in the video game, where they only using that one as for giving the purpose for it. Then I really love. I really kind of like Sophia about taking care and see how that little history, how Count used to understand. She finally understands what Kansas life, and see how is it ancestor. It's a kind of a how is it connected to Angular? How is this thing connected to it? Well, it's kind of get a little easier than what you think. Easier as it does. So, and I really like creating the behind the scenes in the actual places, in old churches in Europe. I really love that. I really kind of like the way they just do that, and I kind of like the way how they want to become an assassin, because there are so many kinds of weapons. You need like kind of a Japanese martial arts, or a modern stuff, and kind of the old stuff, and then whatever kind of fighting technique we have put all together. It was fantastic. Hoo-wee, that was so good. It was very expected. It was so unexpected to see how that happens. It took a lot of while to see how it really goes to where the direction will do, and it was fantastic. I know the gamers really love to watch this movie. This actual movie based on the video game they have. And I think the gamers will say, "Oh my goodness, really? I really love watching this movie." Even though when I'm playing these games, it was wow. Yeah, you would act like that. So it is amazing. It was so good, and finally get the whole concept, getting the mission to blow and stuff, and then have that little big weapon, bring out all the weapons and fight to kill those bad guys and end this little thing. Yeah, I really like that. So, how to rate this one out of 5 stars? I'll give this one a 4.5 stars though, but it's still perfect. It's almost perfect, but I'll give that one a 4.5 star after that little rating. So, yeah. Alright guys, that is the end of the video today, and hope it's the end of the episode of Tell 'em All, and I'll see you guys next time.